To the American people, I am a patriot, just like you. My land is my mother. My home and my neighborhood are my history. And my people are the blood that runs through my veins. The only difference between us is that I am from Syria. I know if your country's dignity and sovereignty was threatened by foreign powers, your family murdered and raped, and your land and resources stolen, you would give the invaders help. And I know that if my country was committing crimes against a foreign people, in my name and in the name of my nation, then I would give them help. It is all things honourable and dignified to resist conquest. We are the same as each other, but the powers that be are different to us. While we are patriots, they have no nation, no honour, and no loyalty. While we want power over our own lives, they want power over the lives of others. Tonight on Infowars, we are at the brink of a third world war. Patriots are being pitted against each other by a minority of power-hungry criminals and traitors. This tiny minority is called by many names, but what is irrefutable is their agenda for global domination, from control over entire nations to control over the tiniest facets of our daily lives. Every individual's freedom is under attack. The September 11 false flag in New York City was used as a pretext by these powers to launch a global war on freedom. Sovereign nations were attacked and invaded around the world, and in the US, the first steps towards eroding liberty was the installation of the Patriot Act, under which the US government's surveillance powers were increased, amongst many other transgressions against constitutional rights. During the invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan, where countless Iraqi, Afghan and American lives were lost, the biometric identity of millions of Iraqis was collected and stored by the US government. These practices were then applied in the US, where citizens are being forced to go through body, fingerprint and retina scanners at airports and increasingly in public spaces such as shopping centres, malls and schools. Drone strikes have caused thousands of innocent lives in Afghanistan and Pakistan. And last year, those very drones were used against a US citizen without trial or charge. US President Obama personally ordered the execution of 16-year-old US citizen Rahman Awlaki. Anyone could be next. And soon, these armed drones will be flying over US skies, thanks to last month's authorization of the NDAA Act. Time and time again, we have been sold imperialist wars under the guise of humanitarianism. The true agenda, power and resources, is hidden behind the word democracy. If a country is too risky to invade, then it is destroyed from the air or split up from the inside, as occurred in Libya. Freedom is being fought in the name of freedom. And the powers that be want to drag us into yet more wars with each other. The CIA invention Al-Qaeda, that was used as a cover for the 9/11 false flag, is being used to divide and conquer another country, my country. But far from being a weak country, Syria is the pivot of the world. The war of insurrection against Syria could potentially turn into a third world war and threaten the lives of billions. On the 18th of May, Russian Prime Minister Dmitry Medvedev warned that military action against Syria could lead to a regional nuclear war. Why do we need to fight each other, when the only ones who benefit are a select few who see us all as cattle? We must stop this madness before it is too late, for the sake of the world. The powers that be have plotted and schemed for a very long time, but the human spirit is a factor they never included in their formula. More than ever, the American people are waking up to the truth. In Europe, people are rising up against an economic system built on debt. And in Syria, people have been indignant and steadfast in their rejection of sectarianism and the assault on sovereignty. Day by day, we are proving that the good in the hearts of men can defeat even the deepest brainwashing. The light of truth will shine through even the darkest labyrinth of lies. The determination and tenacity can defeat even the most powerful militaries. We have defied their expectations, and it is now the powers that be that live in fear of defeat. a day will come when we will all cry victory.